I'm Texas Tom, and I'm here to help. Now, have you ever felt overpowered? Seriously overpowered? And I'm not talking about physically, I'm talking about in business. Have you ever felt overpowered when you worked really hard on a business plan or to grow your business, to start a new one, and it just won't work, right? You put in the time, the effort, you sacrificed it all to get it all together, right? And then you execute your plan and nothing, right? How could it have not worked? It was a perfect plan until it wasn't. These days, do you wonder how so many other business owners make it look easy? I mean, it is simple up to a point. People need to know about your business, so you need to get the word out there, right? Now people are starting to hear about your business, you assume. I mean, they have to know, right? You advertised. Sometimes this works to get the attention and customers. Oftentimes it doesn't perform as expected. So you buy another online course that shows you how to have better SEO or how to write a better ad or whatever you need, right? You start the process over, you study the course, you make the proper adjustments, and when you're satisfied with your new plan, you execute it. Dismal performance, and repeat. You buy a different course and repeat, and a different course and repeat. Stop the cycle. I want to share with you the advice that my daughter gave me a while back. She's a good mom. She's given me 2 beautiful grandchildren and one that's just kind of No, I'm kidding. She's given me 3 beautiful, incredible grandchildren. And she gave me some good advice when I was learning to ride an electric unicycle. These things are great. It's kind of like a Segway. You stand on it and it keeps you up there. You know, there's a learning curve, right? You stand on it and it just goes, but there is a learning curve. As I was learning to stay on top of it, which means I wasn't staying on top of it, she yells out, "Do less." Do less. What a concept. Do less. So I tried it and it worked almost automatically. And yeah, I stumbled a few more times, but with my new frame of mind, I actually began to glide on this thing. Now, this is the same advice I give to a lot of small businesses that are struggling. Do less, right? It's easy to pour more money into the same old plan and continue getting poor results while you continue to spend a little more money on it so you can spend hours learning more and more hours, executing and so on. It's the Vegas mentality. If I just gamble some more, I can win it all back and break even, which almost never happens. Now, this new world can be difficult to navigate. Established local businesses and online companies have to adapt to the digital age, which is ever changing, right? Both have to stay relevant and upfront or they get forgotten about quickly. This is where the rubber meets the road, return on investment. To succeed in business, you have to spend less than you make. Now, maybe not at first, but you need to catch up and get ahead of that curve, right? If your customers give you more money, you can buy more ads, but your customers aren't giving you money because it's cheaper down the street. So you lower your prices and you buy more ads to show that you've lowered your prices. Poor results once again. Now you spend even more money on ads that needs to be recovered with the money that your customers are not giving you, and so on. These problems can be solved by doing less. And to see what I mean, I'm going to play another video for you that I made a while back. It shows you how you can accomplish more when you do less. Now, it's titled The California Invasion, but it's not about that. I just put that on there to get attention on social media and because it's kind of fun in the beginning of the video. But what it's really about, it's going to show you how you can get a lot more done by doing less. So in the business world is ever changing. If we don't adapt, we're going to get left behind. So here's the video. Virginia, where's the video? Oh, wait, here it is. I got it. Hang on. Here we go. Howdy, I'm Texas Tom, and I've got something to say. Not everybody's going to like what I have to say, but I have something to say. Now, I'm sure that you've noticed the influx of Californians pouring into Texas. And when it first started, I thought that after a couple of hot Texas summers, they'd just go back to where they belong. It doesn't seem to look that way. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of them are nice people, but they're coming in like they own the place. The demand has caused home prices and property taxes to skyrocket. Austin's population tripled in 2 years. Lots of other places in Texas have grown almost that fast. That makes everything more expensive, and it ripples throughout Texas. Now, again, most of these people are nice folks. If they've lived next door, they're usually good neighbors. But the effect they have had as an instant demographic has been startling, to put it mildly. Now, I'm getting to a point here, so hear me out. I've noticed and you may have too, that there's a bunch of these 20-something-year-old California folks living in those expensive, brand new high-rises and skyscrapers in downtown areas of our largest cities. Then, they're walking around all day in their expensive clothes like they have nowhere to go. They post about the latte that they're having at 1 p.m. after their morning jog. Don't they work? They're in their 20s. They have a condo downtown. It costs thousands a month, and they spend their time Ubering around to the cool places so they can post on social media about how cool they are. It's ridiculous. Don't they work? Well, I had to know more, so I went undercover to find out what was going on. That's right. I went undercover dressed as a typical Californian. Right? Now what I did was, they've got this place down by the river where they like to drink, so I went down there and I had a pint in the afternoon. Right? Then I got a little brave. I found these security guards at the high-rise condo and talked my way up to the rooftop pool. Yep. And of course, I went down to the food hole, bought myself an orange. I stood outside, had to wait for a table to get open, but I sat down at a table. I ate that orange really slow, while looking around to make sure everybody knew I was there eating an orange. Typical California moves. At all of these places, I chatted with the folks, and I figured out what a lot of them are doing. And it came as quite a surprise. And I'll tell you what it is in just a minute. But first I want to tell you that I learned more about what they're doing, and I set out on a mission to find the ones who are best at it. Now, of course, I'm just kidding around about going undercover as a typical Californian, but I have actually found out what a lot of them are up to. And the great thing is, anyone can do it. You don't need any special skills. Now, I thought I knew how to run a business. Things have changed. And when I say I know how to run a business, it's not just my opinion. For almost 10 years, I've been business partners at Mental Toughness University with Steve Siebold. You may have seen him on Fox Business News with Stuart Varney multiple times. CBS, NBC, ABC, Good Morning America, Today Show, many more. Our Mental Toughness University teaches Fortune 500 companies how to raise their market share. And each company pays $1 million a year for 4 years for our course. These companies have benefited from our services. Now, I'm telling you this because I want you to know that I deal with the best and only associate myself with the best, in my opinion. So when I tell you what they're doing to live that lifestyle, and that I've searched for the best of the best, you'll know I'm not just blowing smoke up your... You know what I mean. These Californians have found a way to get more leads, more sales, and build relationships with their customers, all on autopilot, using a bot that utilizes artificial intelligence. Now stay with me, it gets better. This works for any business. Brick and mortar, internet business, it doesn't matter. It's super easy to use, no tech skills are needed, and if you don't own a business, stick around. You may want to after you see this. Now, let me first say that any bot can do the job of automation. All right? Some can do it much better than others. You can even learn to build your own bots. They say it's easy. Buy my course. It's not easy. You have to think about thousands of hours of trial and error and adjustments to get it to work the way you want. I was at a tire website the other day. I was using their AI chat to help me, and it couldn't help me, and it didn't refer me to someone who could. It just got kind of stuck in a loop, and it was real aggravating. The right bot makes all the difference. And I found experts that have been consulted and contracted by some of the largest AI companies in the world. They've created a bot that gets much better results than a human. They've made it very easy to use. It works for any business. It can easily be customized for different types of businesses. And now it's affordable for small businesses. Now, they've made huge elaborate bots for big companies. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now they have one that's affordable for a small business. It gets leads. It books appointments. It closes sales at a much higher rate than a human. It's a far superior bot. It can create emails and send them out, interact on social media to get more followers and leads, all without human interaction. It works on websites, phones, text, all of the largest social media apps, and over 1,500 other platforms. Now, when it interacts with your customers, it knows how to use emotions to get results much better than a human. And like I said, it just knows what to type. This is their expertise coming through. And these results are almost impossible to achieve doing it yourself. Now, it's fun. It posts memes and laughs with them, and the lead gives them their email, their phone, their website, or whatever you ask it to do at a much higher rate than a person can. Now, listen to this. This dadgum thing can even stage a bidding war between multiple buyers to close a sale or book an appointment for you to close it, all without human interaction. Real estate agents love this. It gathers the lead, gets their offers, plays them off of each other, and sends you the results. You contact the best offer and sign the papers. And here's an example of superior results. If you look at this, the human sent out invitations for the webinar, and someone who really knows what they're doing. And the human got 8 participants. The chatbot got 131. It's because the chatbot is programmed to be more personable and more fun, and people love interacting with it. And you have to see it for yourself. How does it get these results? It's because the experts who make the bots have years of experience, thousands of hours of trial and error that go into AI to get it to work the way they want. They have created complex flows with calculated AI prompts. This is a flow chart. Wait. You don't have to know what any of that means to get more leads, more sales, and better customer service. Much better. You will want the bot to be the face of your company because of the results it produces. You can even give it a personality when it interacts with your customers. Let's say you own a barbecue place, right? You just type in the word cowboy into the bot, and all of the fun interactions with your customers will be an entertaining cowboy. If you have a surf shop, skate shop, type in surfer dude into the form, and your assistant is instant surfer dude with all the interactions with your customers. You have to see this for yourself. It's unbelievable, but it is the future, and we need to level up or we're going to get left behind. All right. You don't need to learn anything about AI or bots or any of that. These guys make their bots very easy to use. All right. And also, now that AI knows you're watching this, your feed's going to be flooded with courses to learn AI. You don't need any of them. When you see these ads for these courses, just know that AI has targeted you, and it can do the same with your ads. Now, if you want a new truck that operates at peak levels, do you buy a course on how to build one yourself, or do you buy one from a company where experts build the trucks and have a proven record, right? You don't have to learn any skills. You don't have to understand how it works. Anyone can use it. Just fill in the info box. It works 24/7 with no salary, no health care, no vacation time, no sick days. It just produces incredible results. Basically, it's your marketing department, your sales department, your customer service, and much more. The face of your company. Now, I found one of these California fellows that's an AI expert. And like I mentioned earlier, he's been consulted and contracted by some of the largest AI companies in the world. He has a free webinar replay that shows you all of this and much more. And you can see how it interacts. You'll see how easy it is to grow a business faster with a hands-off approach, or even start a new business. He'll show you how. Then you can walk around town with your nice clothes on like you have no place to go, if you want. Now, when you're watching the webinar replay, you're going to meet Matt, the CEO of Bot Builders. He's a great guy. He's absolutely the best at what he does. He's going to show you why bot builder bots are so much more effective. Yes, he is a long-haired, freaky California fellow, but he's super smart. He's a super nice guy. And hey, we must learn to coexist in this new world. So before you click away, save this post now so we don't lose each other. You may want to find your way back here and show this to someone else. Whether we like it or not, we need to be able to use AI correctly. If we don't keep up with the Californians, we're going to get run out of town. So click to watch the replay of the webinar before sundown. And I'll see you down that dusty road.
Stand back, I'm coming through. Stand back, I know just what to do. Stand back, let me